If you've somehow found this video, it's not an accident. The universe doesn't send messages like this to everyone. It only reaches the few women who are standing at the edge of transformation, women who are about to enter their most powerful phase. So if you're here, take a deep breath. Something in you has been calling this moment into being for a long time. You might think you clicked this by chance, but in truth, this message was already written in the secret language of your soul. Carl Jung once said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate." What you're about to hear isn't just information, it's recognition. This is your unconscious rising into awareness. It's your fate becoming conscious. Lately, you may have felt something shifting inside you, like your outer world no longer fits the shape of who you are becoming. You find yourself losing interest in things that once mattered. The shallow conversations, the endless seeking of approval, the emotional games, they no longer feed you. You crave something deeper, more real, more aligned with the truth pulsing inside you. That quiet discontent you feel isn't failure, it's awakening. The universe sends restlessness as a message. It shakes your comfort not to punish you, but to prepare you. You are being refined like gold in the fire. Your higher self is whispering through the cracks of your old identity, asking you to stop dimming your light, to stop pretending you are smaller than the magnitude of your soul. The discomfort you feel is the doorway to your power. Before every awakening, there is a collapse. Jung called this the night sea journey, a descent into the underworld of the psyche, where everything false must die. You may be in that descent now. Things that once made you feel safe are dissolving. The roles you played, the identities you wore, the versions of yourself you clung to, they are falling away, and it hurts. You might feel lost, unseen, misunderstood. But what's really happening is that the universe is stripping away everything that cannot follow you into your next phase. You are not being punished. You are being purified. Every ending in your life is secretly a beginning. Every loss is a spiritual initiation. The things you thought you needed were never meant to define you. They were only meant to awaken you. In this phase, solitude becomes sacred. You start realizing that silence is not emptiness, it's space for revelation. The woman you are becoming requires silence, not noise. She needs stillness to hear her own intuition, to feel her divine timing, to align with her authentic rhythm. When you are alone, you are not lonely. You are being recalibrated. The universe isolates you so it can speak to you directly. And that voice, that intuitive knowing you've been feeling lately, that's your inner oracle awakening. Jung spoke of the anima, the deep mystical force within a woman that connects her to the divine, unconscious. When a woman's power begins to rise, this energy awakens, not as chaos, but as clarity. Suddenly you begin to see through illusions. You start noticing truths you used to ignore. You feel energies before they're spoken. You can sense when something is off, when someone is lying, when your soul whispers, "Not this." At first, it can feel overwhelming, like you're too sensitive for the world. But this sensitivity is not weakness. It's power. It's energetic intelligence. You're beginning to live from a deeper center, the one that knows before the mind can explain. That's how the universe communicates through you. You might notice that you can no longer tolerate what drains you. The things you once allowed now feel impossible to endure. You stop explaining yourself to those who cannot meet your frequency. You begin to withdraw your energy from people who misunderstand your silence as distance and your strength as pride. You no longer chase anyone because your soul finally remembers What is meant for you will recognize you by your energy, not your effort. This is the beginning of your most powerful phase, the phase of energetic alignment. Your aura sharpens, your discernment strengthens. You stop mistaking chaos for connection. You stop confusing intensity with intimacy. You start valuing peace more than attention. And in doing so, your vibration rises, and your world begins to rearrange itself around your higher truth. But this transformation doesn't come without resistance. You will be tested. The universe will send situations that mirror your old wounds, not to hurt you again, but to see if you're ready to choose differently this time. People may return from your past. Temptations may reappear. Familiar patterns may call your name. Don't be fooled. These are not invitations to repeat your past. They are final exams of your soul's evolution. When you choose differently, when you choose truth over comfort, boundaries over guilt, stillness over chaos, you declare to the universe that you are ready to rise. That's the moment your old life begins to fall away completely. And even though it may feel like loss, it's actually liberation. You are stepping out of the karmic loop and into your conscious destiny. Jung called this moment individuation, the sacred merging of your conscious and unconscious selves. It's the process of becoming whole. You're not becoming someone new. You're remembering who you've always been beneath the conditioning. Every time you listen to your intuition, every time you honor your boundaries, every time you trust divine timing, you are aligning with your true self. This is the phase where your inner and outer worlds start to mirror each other. You might find that your creativity deepens, your relationships become more authentic, the right people begin to find you. Not because you chase them, but because your energy now speaks for you. You become magnetic without trying. You become luminous without forcing. You become free without fleeing. And with this freedom comes a quiet kind of strength, a power that doesn't need to prove itself. You no longer seek validation because you found something more real than approval, self-recognition. You finally see your worth not as a performance, but as a presence. But to rise into this presence, you must first release the girl who was taught to shrink, the one who believed love had to be earned through suffering, the one who stayed silent to be accepted, the one who mistook being needed for being valued. Her time is over. Her lessons are complete. You can thank her for surviving and then let her go, because the woman you are becoming cannot emerge while you are still apologizing for her power. This is the death of the old self, and it's sacred. It may feel like grief, but it's actually rebirth. You're not losing yourself. You're losing your illusion. And in the ashes of that illusion, something extraordinary begins to glow. A new voice rises in you. It's deeper, wiser, calmer. It doesn't shout for attention. It commands energy. It doesn't chase. It attracts. It doesn't fear endings. It honors them. You start realizing that not everything that falls away was meant to stay. That some connections were chapters, not lifetimes. That some dreams were stepping stones, not destinations. That sometimes closing a door is the most loving act you can perform for your own evolution. And then something miraculous happens. Your peace returns. Not the kind of peace that depends on circumstances, but the peace that comes from knowing who you are. You begin to trust that everything happening is working for you, not against you. Even the pain, even the silence, even the waiting, because you finally see that the universe was never testing your worth. It was training your strength. Your most powerful phase is not when everything is perfect. It's when you stop trying to be perfect. It's when you embrace your wholeness, the light and the dark, the strength and the softness, the joy, and the grief. You stop splitting yourself into pieces and start welcoming yourself home. Wholeness is power. It is the end of self-abandonment. It is the return to authenticity. The woman who is whole is unstoppable, not because she controls life, but because she flows with it. Her power is not loud, it's sacred. It's the power of a mountain, unmoving, ancient, quietly majestic. It's the power of the ocean, deep, intuitive, endlessly transforming. It's the power of a soul that has met its shadow and no longer fears the dark. So if this message is reaching you, it's because you're ready. Ready to stop dimming your light for comfort. Ready to stop playing roles that no longer fit. Ready to rise into your full expression, no longer half living to keep others comfortable. The universe sends this message only when your soul has reached a frequency it cannot return from. Every experience you've been through, the heartbreaks, the losses, the betrayals, they weren't random. They were sacred catalysts. Each one carved you open in exactly the way your evolution required. Each one stripped you of illusions and pushed you closer to truth. You didn't break. You were broken open to make more room for your soul to lead. And now here you are, standing at the threshold of your becoming. The universe has aligned perfectly to deliver this message in this moment because your timing has arrived. The world doesn't need another perfect woman. It needs an awakened one, a woman who has faced her darkness and still chooses light, a woman who leads with depth, not performance, a woman who knows that her power doesn't come from what she does, but from who she is. So breathe, let go. Trust what's ending, surrender to what's emerging. The life you've prayed for is not ahead of you. It's already unfolding within you. The woman you are becoming is not waiting in the future. She's rising right now, through your choices, through your awareness, through your courage to let go. This is not just another season. This is initiation. This is rebirth. This is your sacred return. You didn't find this video. It found you, because somewhere in the infinite language of the universe, your soul whispered that it was ready to remember, and the universe listened. So when you close this video, don't rush back into distraction. Sit in silence for a moment. Feel the truth moving through you. Feel the quiet confirmation in your heart that you are exactly where you need to be. The universe doesn't make mistakes. You're entering your most powerful phase, and the only thing left to do is to rise.